5 rounds of Muay Thai action.
4 Nations ISKA title on the line.
Another Dublin versus Liverpool matchup.
Manchester, Dublin versus...
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Dublin versus Manchester.
I mean, you've got Shamrock in one corner and you've got another elite level fighter in Stuart Stabler in the other.
Stuart Stabler recently made his return to the ring. I wonder if we'll see him back in here again soon.
I know, a bit of a cock tease, only coming back once. We've got to see him a couple of times. Come on, Stu. And we're back to round 1.
The Dublin man starting in the southpaw stance. Will be interesting to see off this orthodox versus southpaw of this evening. How will Fairhurst fare against the southpaw fighter?
Both look sharp.
And that's
really
a sharp inside low kick. Fairhurst quite usually likes to switch stances a lot. Whether we see that tonight against the straight southpaw of Obrien will be interesting to see.
He learns really quickly, Fairhurst. He's just blocked that inside low kick. So he's downloading the data and he's applying it to his game. I mean, these two are babies, Brano, and the talent.
You know, I've watched Fairhurst quite a lot. He seems to have gotten significantly bigger, as in stronger.
Yeah. I know he's been working with Dr. Sean Aspinall. Shout out to Dr. Sean Aspinall from...
the Origin Project?
Is it Origin Project?
It is.
Yeah, a really elite level nutritionist for combat sports.
Clearly, man's been eating his protein. Fairhurst doing a great job of composing himself against the southpaw fighter. As you mentioned, great lead. Southpaw's well known for just constantly spamming those left kicks. That inside still working well.
There's that change of guard that he said. Two really good lads here, tying each other up.
Fairhurst doing a great job of controlling the inside of the clinch. Just wrapping the arms of Obrien.
That left body kick from Obrien, body all low, it's powerful and sharp, isn't it? But Fairhurst answers. And again.
Great right kick from Fairhurst.
Oh, he changed the level there.
Fairhurst has always been really good at changing the level in fights. Oh, fun! Oh,
good elbow there. Fairhurst actually went to college at the Joe Gallagher School of Boxing, so his hands are no joke either.
As a lot of them at Peel Thai.
Yeah, definitely. Really strong boxing. Really good first round, Brano.
Everything you'd expect from that first round of pro Muay Thai action, Miles. Fairhurst, well, obviously we have a southpaw versus orthodox, and we're seeing the classic matchup. We're seeing Obrien working that inside leg, constantly chopping at Fairhurst. You mentioned Fairhurst has got onto it a little bit more, and he's actually blocking that inside. He started returning with his own right kick towards the end.
Yeah.
It's a matchup as classic as they come. The left kick versus the right kick. Who's going to come on top?
Well, I think what we're going to see now is a little bit more of, they seem to be trying to gauge the range here. So in terms of that body kick coming from Obrien, it's obviously a really powerful weapon for him.
Yeah.
He's missed a couple of times, and they're sort of gauging where their best range to fire is from. Now, we've seen, obviously, I've never seen this Obrien fight, but he looks super sharp, and I've heard some really good things about him. So it'd be interesting to see if they can both get the range and they sort of stay in the pocket and they can impose themselves on the opponent, just to see who comes out on top. But
you mentioned the sharpness, and you can see that already early on.
Yeah, he's
got lightning fast shots.
Yeah,
it's a shot you don't want to take. That left kick, if that's constantly landing, it's going to batter not only the arm and the body of Fairhurst,
Yeah.
He'll do some serious damage, slow him down. But we know Louis Fairhurst is always up for an absolute scrap.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll find a way to push through. But it'll be interesting to see kind of as this continues and how both lads fare with each other.
Yeah, we used to see it a lot from Jodsenkleid, didn't we? That he'd hit the arm of the opponent so much that the boxing just became irrelevant.
Yeah.
Now we know Fairhurst is a good boxer, so that would be a really good tactic for Obrien to implement.
Yeah, work the body kick over and over, take the boxing away from Fairhurst, force him into his fight, which is, a left kick versus a right kick, and come out on top and win this fight on points.
I mean, Fairhurst is a very tricky fighter as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of sweeps on that standing leg, that right foot of Obrien from Fairhurst.
But here we go, second round of this match. Both lads implementing a bit more of a bouncier style now.
Yeah, I think if I'm fighting someone as good a kicker as Obrien, I've got to be ready to block.
Obrien quite a bit more pressure on that back leg as opposed to putting this pressure on his front leg. Probably indicates he's not looking for that kick anymore. And then he throws it, so he made me eat my words. Oh, deadly elbow from Fairhurst. Both lads looking to do damage with those elbows. Great clinch control from Fairhurst. That inside leg looking red raw of Fairhurst. Good body scoring kick.
This is
Obrien got Fairhurst back on the ropes.
Just an elite level, this brand at such young ages. Just an elite level, right?
Earlier on in the stream we had John O'Chip Chase on, and he was talking about how much this sport's grown. The skill level these days is absolutely through the ceiling. Brilliant showcases skill from Fairhurst. Spinning elbow into a body kick. Fairhurst showing he's not afraid to score. Now taking the southpaw stance himself.
He's very good at listening to his corner, Fairhurst. I know Louis and Stuart are really close. They're like brothers. So he's very good catch. Almost got the sweep there. Good balance from Louis.
I've worked with Stuart Stabler in a corner myself a few times, and he is an excellent cornerman as well. Really knows how to find shots. Good knee.
Just me, Obrien seems to be slowing down ever so slightly this round.
Really great clinch work there from Fairhurst. Oh, damaging kick from Obrien.
Good shots from Obrien.
Brilliant body shot from Fairhurst. Good round. Very nice round of Muay Thai action. Very technical still. Only still the second round of this Muay Thai fight, Miles. And you know what? People always forget about Muay Thai. And I forget it, and I watch it near enough every day. The fight only really ever starts at round 3. Round 1 and 2, it's about learning and engaging and taking all that information from your opponents. Now you start to use what you've learned in round 1 and 2, and you actually bring the fight to your opponent.
Yeah, and if I'm Obrien, I'm quite happy with the damage that I've done to Louis on that inside leg kick. Some vicious shots to that.
Horrible.
So, if we're trying to slow an opponent down, a tricky opponent like Louis down, how do we do that? That's a very good way to go about it.
Damage the leg. We've seen it a lot tonight, to be honest. People constantly damaging the legs of their opponents, slowing them down. It means they can't kick. You've got a lot of pain in that leg. When it actually comes to throwing that body kick later on, it's suddenly a very difficult task.
Yeah, I think, like you say, it's. I actually thought Obrien was slowing down so slightly, and then all of a sudden, he throws that and throws a lightning quick body kick. So, I mean, these lads are, you know, they're fresh in the game. They're at an elite level already.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're going to see a real who can impose their will a little bit more on the other opponent.
I'm interested to see how this fight's going to go now. First, he has shown a little bit of the good elbow work.
Yeah.
He's well known for his elbows as well. He always gets them off in his fights. I think we'll probably see a little bit more of that now from Fairhurst. You know, setting up from the left hook, maybe then throwing like an upwards elbow, a downwards elbow, and trying to do some serious damage to Obrien himself.
He has got a lot of tricks in the arsenal, Fairhurst, so we've already seen it today. Like a spinning back fist with a body kick.
Yeah.
There's a lot more tricks in the arsenal for Louis Fairhurst.
But here we go.
Obrien, a more traditional Thai boxer, I'd say, with a strong body kick.
Oh, absolutely. Obrien shifting his weight quite a lot in this competition, from his back foot to his front foot.
Oh, good low kick. I mean, if you just look at the guards, Brano, Louis Fairhurst quite loose in his guards, whereas O'Brien's guards, typical
Tight.
Thai stance, tight, high. He's ready to unload, but he's also trying to protect himself.
And I think that's where we're seeing that left leg be slightly raised from Obrien, ready to teep Fairhurst as he comes in. Keep the man at distance. Good scoring body kick. And there's that downward elbow from Fairhurst.
He's looking for that spike elbow quite a lot.
Good elbow. Not sure if he just missed the target though with that elbow. There it is again, that elbow.
Very good at traditional scoring, Louis, and then comes in with a flurry of shots as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Quite new age Muay Thai, heavy hands.
Yeah. I love that new age Muay Thai, I like that. Good shot there.
You know, the game's ever changing, Miles. You got to keep up with the trends. Obrien using that long guard now to keep the jab at bay of Fairhurst. Put him where he wants. Fairhurst doing an excellent job with that right kick.
It's a dangerous place to be on the ropes, but he managed to get 3 big scoring body kicks off then. Another good shot from Obrien.
Good score. Fairhurst looking for the elbow, but he scores with a right kick instead. Teeps the leg. Obrien walks in, low kick inside. It's not really something Obrien's been using this round, that inside low kick. I'd like to see him use it more. Continue the damage.
Oh! Obrien shaking it off, maybe a push, but it looked like an elbow from here, to be honest.
It was a beautiful downwards elbow right to the head of Obrien. But Obrien, tough as nails, clearly.
Good teep there as well. Obrien putting the pressure on this round. Fairhurst has lived on the ropes a fair bit.
Good hand from Obrien into the elbows, low kick to
shot.
finish. Oh,
I tell you what, it looked like he teeped with his toe there, if I'm honest, and just dug it in.
It was a very Takuru style kick of kicking up into the body, but actually using the toe.
The old iron toe.
It is a disgusting shot. You kind of stick the toe at a left 90-degree angle and jam it in your opponent's stomach and liver.
Yeah, as opposed to pushing it.
It's a shot you do not want to take.
Here we go.
It was a teep.
Oh.
A nice little flick and teep using the toe of Fairhurst. Tough shot to take. You know, that puts Obrien in a really tough position coming into the 5th round as well, which is now you're down on the scoreboards. You've got that 8 count, so you've got a 10-8 round there for Fairhurst. You've got to come back big. You've probably got to get yourself an 8 count now.
Yeah.
You've got to put a lot of pressure on Fairhurst. Fairhurst knows that. Fairhurst is a great counter shotter. We've seen it already in this fight. When Obrien steps in with a big hand, Fairhurst is there with his own kick or whatever it may be. It's tough now for Obrien to come back into this fight.
Yeah, I'm really impressed again with how Fairhurst can score going backwards and cause a lot of damage going backwards. And then when he smells a little bit of blood or he's having success, he's able to push forward and do stuff like that. Hats off to Obrien as well, because I think, you know, it takes two to tango, and he is a very, very good fighter.
He's showing his tough as nails. Even in the middle of that round, with Fairhurst come through with a double downward spike and elbow and put him down straight up, like you mentioned. A little shake off and just come at him. Ref didn't count him.
No.
Perfectly executed.
Get back on.
No problem. Makes it look a bit like a slip. Straight back into the fight. I love it. Great attitude.
Yeah, so is this going into round 5 now? If I'm Louis, I'm probably...
We are going into round 5, Miles.
Let's see how we do, because I'd probably get on my bike if I'm Fairhurst, but...
Yeah, if you're Fairhurst now, it's... do you sit back and score, or do you try and bring the fight to Obrien and end this? I think if I was Fairhurst, I'd be looking for that spectacular finish.
Yeah, knowing Louis like we do, and we've seen him fight a couple of times, he's ready to fight.
Obrien returns with a nice little left hand. Again, you mentioned earlier, Fairhurst's ability to listen to his corner team. He is holding back and just picking his scoring shots well.
He's targeting that right side of the body again, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, if he can time that kick right, he will drop his opponent again.
You can see him sort of trying to find that, using that left hand to control. He's trying to find the shot, isn't he? There's
great body shot, elbow.
There's your shot. Really good combination. What's special about that is you could see him weighing up the best points of his entry, wasn't he?
Fairhurst going to run in now, jumping knee to the body and take him out.
Stabler's told him to do something, so let's just see what it... Oh, there's that toe
No, he's
kick
taking
again.
his time. I thought we were going to see him fly at him. Great body kick.
Counter. Really good shot.
I think that's over.
Pulled it off.
And ladies and gentlemen, Louis Fairhurst is victorious in this bout.
Calculated.
Calm, mature, and effortless approach.
Did say he had really good hands, Louis. Not an easy fight, but I'll be honest, he didn't make it look easy. Obrien was a really good opponent, a really good fighter. But you've got to say hats off to Louis Fairhurst for an absolutely sensational finish. And great performance from Obrien. Was dropped in the fourth by a right body shot. Didn't properly recover. The left hook to the body finished the fight, and you knew ISKA 4 Nations champion, the boy, Louis Fairhurst.